Avoid these 9 common faults in pickleball rules today. Are you new to pickleball or just looking to brush up on your knowledge of the game? Look no further. Knowing the rules and avoiding faults is essential to playing a fair and successful game. Here are some common faults in pickleball that you should keep in mind during your next match. Net faults and rules. Hitting the net is a fault in pickleball, including with your paddle or body. Any contact with the net during play is prohibited. If you hit the net, it's a point for the opponent. Stay aware of your position and keep your shots low to avoid this fault. Touching the net. Touching the net during play is also a fault, except when the ball is out of play or when you touch the net after the ball has already been declared dead. If you touch the net while the ball is in play, it's a point for your opponent. Be careful not to touch the net and stay focused on the ball. Over the net fault. Putting your racket over the net is a fault in pickleball. It's an unfair way to block your opponent's shot or to interfere with their ability to play the ball. If you put your racket over the net, it's a point for the opponent. Make sure to keep your racket on your own side of the net and play fair. Court lines rules faults. Serving fault. Serving onto the non-volley zone line, the 7-foot area on either side of the net, is a fault. Avoid giving your opponents an advantage by ensuring your serve clears the line. Bounce fault. When the ball lands on the line, it's in bounds. It's crucial to remember that the ball must entirely land within the lines to be considered in bounds. If the ball lands even partially outside the lines, it's out of bounds. Out-hitting fault. Hitting the ball out of bounds is a fault. You must keep the ball within the court boundaries to avoid losing the point in the serve. Be careful with your aim and keep the ball in play. Faults in rules with paddles. Is it a fault in pickleball to hit the ball twice in a row during a rally? Double hits are faults. If the ball hits the paddle twice in a row, it's considered a double hit. This can happen unintentionally and is allowed if the hits were from different players or if the ball bounced off another object before being hit again. Is it a fault in pickleball to switch hands during a game of pickleball? Switching hands is permitted in pickleball. It can be a useful strategy when hitting the ball in difficult positions, but it can also be challenging to master. Practice before using it in a game. Is carrying the ball on a paddle a fault in pickleball? Carrying the ball on a paddle is not allowed. The ball must be hit and not held or carried. This is to maintain fairness in the game and prevent one player from gaining an unfair advantage. Now that you're familiar with common faults in pickleball, you're one step closer to becoming a skilled player. Avoiding these faults is crucial to winning matches and maintaining a fair and enjoyable game. But why stop here? There's always more to learn about pickleball, from strategies and techniques to advanced gameplay tactics. By continuing to educate yourself, you'll be better equipped to overcome any obstacles and achieve success on the court. Ready to take your pickleball game to the next level? Our blog has a wealth of information and resources to help you succeed on the court. From basic rules to advanced techniques, we've got you covered. Don't miss out. Click in the description now to read more and follow us on social media for even more updates and tips.